You know, when I was young, I grew up in a fairly strict house, always knowing right from wrong, and for the most part, always been able to decipher what I should or should not be doing. And now that I'm a parent, I realize that having and enforcing a set of rules is an extremely important part to an orderly and functional household. And any trader that wants to make it for the long haul must also have a strict set of rules and make sure we stick to them. Because at the end of the day, what good are rules, even if we break them maybe 2 to 3 times a year? You know, there's nothing worse to me personally than taking a loss in the market that can wipe out weeks or maybe even months of trading. You feel like the last several weeks or months got simply flushed down the toilet. You know, you spend day in, day out grinding out wins, grinding out trades, only to have everything, you know, be wiped out. It can be mentally demoralizing and very hard to get your mind back on reset. You know, it's the financial part of the loss that hurts the most, but the mental and emotional part can be just as bad, because if you're not trading with a free and clear mind, you may as well go home. That's how even some great traders can get caught up in a vicious cycle. Once the losses start, they almost don't know how to get themselves out of it. That's why I think it's so important to try to stick to your rules and limit your losses. You know, one of the great benefits of being a trader is that we're our own boss. We work from home, and for the most part, we answer to nobody. It's really everybody's dream job. But you know, on the flip side, there's nobody there to hold us accountable. So let's say we all were to work for a company. It doesn't matter whether it's big or small. And 2 to 3 times a year, we bend the rules. Or 2 to 3 times a year, we just make that same mistake over and over again. And we cost this company tens of thousands or possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars. What would that company say to you? You know, most likely you'd be out of a job. That's why it's so important as self-employed individuals, traders, we hold ourselves accountable for our actions. Now, as a trader, I realize the most important thing I can do on a daily basis is preserve my capital. Taking excessive risk, taking on marginal trades, or adding to losing trades is an easy way for losses to add up. You know, sometimes as traders, we're always focusing on the next big setup. How much are we going to make on VERI? How much are we going to make on this? How much did I make last week or last month? But how often we focus on what we're doing poorly? How often we focus on our losses? You know, I think our losses can be a great tool to help us create some rules. I think our losses, you know, can help us study and say, hey, this is what I don't want to do again. This is what I don't want to do in the future. You know, the thing about trading, it's a very tough profession. I think the stats are something like 90 to 95% of traders fail. And why do they fail? They don't fail because of a lack of winning setups or lack of wins. They fail because of their losses. They fail because they just take too many losses too frequently, or just that one big loss. I mean, that's the thing. In the market, one loss can wipe you out and end your career. That's where a good set of rules can either make you or break you for the long haul. Now, trading can be a difficult profession. For that, we sit in front of our computers all day long, and we feel unproductive if we're not always in a trade or pushing buttons. You know, we follow traders on Twitter who tweet a new idea or ticker every 35 seconds, and we say, hey, that guy trades 80 to 90 tickers a day. I need to do the same thing. No, I think that's BS. I think you should not do the same thing. I think you need to stick with your high probability setups, the setups you know you're going to be profitable on, I'd say at least 75, 80, hopefully 90% of the time. Now, sometimes it can be hard to sit on your hands and be patient, wait for those setups. But why chase subpar setups? You know, why chase boredom trades? Why put good money after bad? Now, how many of us here of traders have followed a chat room, a Twitter, or a friend into an idea that we knew was not a high probability setup for our own trading style. Now, we all have different trading styles here. What works for you may not work for me. Personally, I'm a terrible long bias trader. If and when I ever do go long, I take profits extremely fast, knowing that a lot of times profits can just get away from me pretty quick. I don't have the patience nor the conviction, to hold them. That's why month after month, year after year, I personally get more strict about the trades that I place. I probably place half the amount of trades I did maybe just 5 years ago, but I make way more money. Why? Because I trade the high probability setups that I know I'm going to be profitable at 80 to 90% of the time. I like to use size with those trades, and I have very strict rules when it comes to cutting losses. Now, I'm sure most of us as traders have rules, or at least we should. How many of us use stops? I mean, stops are a must. I mean, we all have to use stops. Now, I personally rarely use hard stops, but I have mental stops on every position that I take. Basically, if something's breaking support or resistance, I usually just exit that trade. And I think most of us here need to have a mental idea in our head of where we're going to exit a trade based on where it goes against us. How many of us here have ever been in a losing trade and we're down something small, maybe $5,000, and we think, I'm not going to cut it. I feel like this is going to be a winner, and we add to that trade. An hour later, we're down $20,000 to $30,000, and we think, wow, it's hard to, I can't cut it now. We hold it to the afternoon. Maybe tomorrow it gaps up, we're down $70,000, $80,000, $100,000, and we think, what the heck just happened? I mean, I could have cut that loss yesterday for 3, 4, 5 grand. Now I've given up 10, maybe 20% of my year just by being stubborn. Think about how much more money we could make at the end of the year if we just stick to some simple rules and cut our losses at an appropriate place. Now, for me personally, I very rarely enter a trade, unless it's with starter size, something really small, unless I know I'm going to be in the money immediately. I ask the question, why would you ever enter a trade knowing it's going to go against you? And you say, well, I'll just add higher. I mean, why would you ever want to do that? I personally like to be right on my first entry, and if I'm not, I cut it and I look for a re-entry. The last thing I want to do, again, is be stubborn, refuse to cut a loss, add to losers, and before you know it, you've given up 10, 20, maybe 30% of your year on any particular setup. I see so many traders that can consistently make money month after month after month, only at the end of the year realize they were stubborn on 3 to 4 tickers, and they gave up, maybe 20 to 30% of the year. Now let's talk about being stubborn for a minute. Why is it that we refuse to cut losses? Is it that sometimes we refuse to be wrong? Or has the research we've done on any particular stock made us so overly biased that we think the market is wrong and we are right? Or did we possibly take on too much size overnight on a low float stock that's opened dramatically against us? There's numerous reasons we take losses in the market, and a majority of them are our fault. I mean, sure, there can be unexpected news or events, but at the end of the day, I think it's our stubbornness that leads to some of our biggest losses. Now, I personally have a lot of rules in my trading. I've already went over a couple of them. Most of them are just ingrained in my head. I know I'm just like walking, talking, eating, and sleeping. I don't even have to think about them. But I'll go over a quick, a couple of my top rules again real quick. I like to trade the best setups out there. Setups that I know I'm going to be profitable on 80 to 90% of the time. And I like to use size with those setups. I ask a question. If you see a setup and you say, hey, 9 out of 10 times I'm going to make money on this setup, why would you not want to put big money behind that trade? Why would you not want to? I think the risk reward is definitely on your side there. I think, for me personally, the big money's and the big wins. I'm not going to get rich scalping. It's just not for me. And I certainly know I'm not going to lose money on boredom trades because I just don't play them. If the setup's not there, I sit on my hands. If not, I'll just leave for the day. I never feel forced to trade. Second, never ever add to losing trades. There's a reason the trade is going against you. You're wrong. I mean, it's all there is to say. You need to exit that trade and look for a re-entry. And third, take profits on winning trades. I always scale out of positions. Let's say I'm short 50,000 shares of a position and it's reached maybe 70% of my target. I like to take at least a third off right there. Always locks them in. Falls another 10, 15, 20 cents, take another 10, 15,000 shares off, whatever. If you had a big loss last week, don't ever revenge trade. You really have to have a free and clear mind.
Hello. Communicate in English easily. Use Grammarly. When I was replenishing the money I blew in those accounts, I had to work a secondary job to get it. And it took a lot to be able to get that money back in there just to do it again. But I didn't lose hope. I was cussing and ranting and raving the whole time I had to do it, wanting to quit the extra job I was working. But I knew, unless I did this, nothing's going to change. Nothing is going to change unless you put your feet to the ground and say, I'm digging my heels in. I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to have pushback. I know it's going to be requiring me to put time into it. When all my friends are out there running around and clubbing and doing this and chasing tail and doing this and doing that and drinking and having fun on the weekends, no, I'm going to be in these charts studying. I'm going to be living my life differently. But they're still going to be out there trying to chase tail, broke as fuck, driving a beater fucking car, and ain't doing shit in their life. And you'll be able to pull down annual fucking salaries on a week. You can't even imagine where you're going to be. You can't even imagine it. Whatever you think is your level of success, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. You have no idea when you strip all these limitations that you put on yourself. You shackle yourself with your own mindset. You do it. This is all I can see myself doing right now. When you start making $100,000 a year, you start thinking to yourself, well, shit, that wasn't all that hard. I thought it was really hard. Well, now I'm going to aim for $500,000. And the attempts that you do to do that, you get there in less than half the time. And you start thinking, well, shit, they say the first $1 million is the hardest one. I'm about there. Boom, in a couple more months, and then you're there. Then you look back and say, $1 million isn't all that much money. And yeah, it took some effort, but it didn't take as much effort as I thought it was going to take. And then you start making $5 million, $10 million. 15 million, 50 million. And I'm talking in numbers none of you can fucking comprehend, but it is what it is, folks. It's just math. It's just math. You're compounding the efforts of what you're able to do on the smallest form. And watch it. That's teaching you patience. You don't have that. When you first start, you don't have patience because you're trying to chase the lead dog. Whether it be me, somebody else that's saying they're making money, someone else is doing something on a live stream, someone else is doing signal service, someone else is doing whatever. You're constantly trying to run. When it's better for you in the beginning to learn to sit still, observe. How are you thinking about the marketplace? Do you feel like this insatiable desire that you got to be in there today? Like, come hell or high water, even if you only get 5 handles of the 30 handle run, if you just get a piece of it, at least you got something. You took a bite of the the beast that you've been hunting. That's a hyena's approach. I don't trade like a hyena. I'm not out there cackling and making crazy noises and shit, trying to just get a bite of something.
Hey, mic check.
Literally stalking.
Let me see my mic sound like real quick.
And when I see the weak one in the herd, the Judas swing, to see the retail traders thinking that they got something that's easy money for them. If that's 100% diametrically opposed to what I'm anticipating in price, I'm running that fucker down. And I'm going home with a full day. And I'm not second guessing it. I'm not worrying about what other people are doing, what they think is making the market go up or down, what the volume profile said, what volume node they're looking at, what point of control, what VWAP, what fucking supply and demand zone, what Elliott wave count is. I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Let me turn my mic up.
I'm not worried about anything else. I'm dialed.
Video down.
I know exactly what I'm hunting. I got my eyes set on it.
Webcam.
And I'm taking it home.
There we go.
That's not arrogance. That's not narcissism. That's absolutely defined as confidence because I've been here enough times to know that what I'm doing works. I don't need to change it. I don't need to look at somebody else to help me make it better. I'm not looking at any retail logic because it's not even in there. I'm attacking that. I am an apex predator. It's attacking the weakest form of trader in this industry at a time when they're making their actions known. Because whatever you can do with the least, if you have a measurable...
I'm already in these EU cells, currently sitting a little bit in drawdown.
Delivered to you based on a model that you're working with.
I'm gonna get into the
When you
breakdown.
do
Though.
that same procedure over and over again, just like a cookie cutter. You take it, you press it into the dough. Are you expecting a star-shaped cookie dough cutter to give you a shape of a circle or a square? No. It's designed to do one thing. You press it into the dough.
This is a paper trade from yesterday.
A piece of dough that's cut out in the form of a star. Wonderful. Are you trying to do something else outside of that? No.
This is a paper
Your
trade
job
from
is
yesterday.
to find another place where you can find the dough, which is a trade setup. And you're going to press your cookie cutter, which is your mold, or your model rather. Press it into that dough and pull it out. And you take home that star-shaped or whatever the shape of that cookie cutter is, whatever your model is. If it's the optimal trade entry, if it's a silver bullet, if it's, anything else.
Hey, DY, you took any setups yet?
That's all you're there to do.
Or are you waiting for London Open?
And demanding it does anything more than that.
I'll get into this
foolishness.
EJ breakdown.
From the least amount of leverage.
All right, so starting off here on the daily time frame, you see where we are in the bear structure.
Because you have to get to the point where
We weren't in a bullish structure as we pushed up from this high low here, breaking the previous high to the left hand side. This push up broke the previous high to the left hand side, making this a higher low, right? This little down channel to the downside, right, took out the previous higher low structure, making the daily time frame bearish, right? This was a daily time frame retracement. Now, in the lower time frame, like a 4 hour, 1 hour, you might see this like a trend change on those lower time frames because this was a descending channel, right? But the overall higher time frame is still bearish because we broke this high low structure and we never formed a lower high yet. So this could be a potential lower high if we break this previous lower low right here, right? So let's take my fib tool, draw it from the high to the low. This is the golden zone reaction area, right? So we are rejecting the golden zone on the fib level 2, giving me some bearish confirmation. Also, we have a daily consolidation right here, right?
I'm not worried about that.
Also have daily consolidations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 days worth of consolidation in this area before we have a daily bearish engulfing the previous 2 bullish candles, right? Then the follow can after that bearish engulfing created the top wick and flipped and broke the previous candlestick lows, right? So giving me some selling confirmation all off of this golden zone rejection off the fib level, right? I've got up to the 4 hour, so right now daily time frame is bullish, bearish. 4 hour it's coming down as well. All right.
Too many variables where I'm trading constants.
Getting to the 4 hour. 4 hour, we looking bullish from this point here, right? We are creating higher highs and higher lows from this point here. We're a higher high right here, a higher low right here. Price posted again, creating another higher high, a potential higher low, right? Well, I say this higher high, this higher low, this higher high, this potential higher low. Equal highs here, creating a double top information pattern. Then we had a break below the neckline of the pattern. Price then came up, retested it, as you can see here, rejected it, and started to flip to break the previous lows, right? Breaking this lower low right here on a small time frame, right? So the 4 hour was bullish, and we're going bearish, transitioning to bearish structure on the 4 hour as well. So now, not only do I have the daily bearish, I have the 4 hour bearish as well.
Spitting facts right now, and I'm bringing receipts every single day. But you don't want to accept it because you can't do it yet. And you think it should happen to you because you watched a few videos.
Let's drop down to the 1 hour.
Or you scribble some bullshit on a notepad or a napkin at work, and you think that you've been journaling. That's not a real attempt at doing it. You're half-assing it. If you're half-assing it, don't be surprised when you get half-ass results.
In the 1 hour, we were a little bullish right here, as you can see, from this point here. Ever a higher high, higher low, a higher high. Because this high breaks the previous high, confirming this to be a higher low. So we are bearish on the lower time frames as we break below this level here, right? And I marked this up yesterday when price was around here. I wanted to see a pullback right here before I ended up taking sales, right? So I anticipated this pullback yesterday, actually.
Nobody that has success spends any time talking about
this.
somebody else. Nobody does. Nobody has time talking about that shit. You keep your business.
We have bearish below here and bearish below here.
You mind your own business.
As
Nobody else is gonna mind it.
Right down to the 30 minute.
And you stay out of everybody else's
We don't
business.
even need the 30 minute to be honest.
Keep your head in the charts. You keep building, understanding
But
yourself, where you make mistakes.
I see we got 30-minute close below.
What do you get anxious about? What do you get
Level of resistance. I mean support. Make it a new resistance, right?
overzealous about? Prematurely.
Then we broke the previous candlestick lows for my entry. Stop loss above the overall lower high, right? So stop loss above here. About see how many pips above it is.
I'm a money making dynamo.
About 5 pips above it. We're gonna trade 5 pips worth of breathing room. If we do break this, to then come to continue down. Right. The point of that is you want to trade some breathing room, right? We also did have a consolidation right here.
And in 12 months,
but we overall closed below level of support on a 30-minute.
Do you feel that confident about yourself?
And on the hourly. Traffic to the left hand side. It's traffic to the left hand side clean. For the most, not right here, but for the most recent candlesticks to the upside, yes, they are clean. Our first level of minor support will be here.
You've never been here before. Every little tiny fluctuation, one tick against your entry, feels like the beginning of a run on your stop. And that's not what it's like when you're thinking like I'm teaching you. I trust my model. If it goes to my stop, I place my stop incorrectly, and I'm okay with that. I know the likelihood of my next trade is going to be just as well as the one I just entered. It's not diminishing.
Right, so yeah, that's the setup.
Of my models are not diminishing.
Our targets?
They're constant. Your appreciation for those models and approaches are on the upslope.
We can come down and take out this low.
At the beginning of your journey.
And possibly take out this low down here.
I envy all of you. I miss those moments of astonishment where I would see something.
If I get caught in a pullback phase, like
this is what it should do.
This would be like lower low, lower high. This is the actual low low, and I get caught in a pullback phase. It gets stopped out right here. That's fine. Once it comes back down, to come back down towards my entry, I'll give my trade a second chance. Other than that, I feel like I should be cool with this stop loss. We just coming back up to retest the previous consolidation right now, which is fine with me.
Those moments of astonishment are amazing. Those epiphanies, those moments where the veil is lifted and you see the market as it really is in binary form.
Not only that, gold is continuing to the downside too, which gives me more confidence on EU because EU should follow gold. Right, as you can see, gold on 1 hour time frame is printing in lower lows and lower highs. We'll hit equal lows right here, but we end up breaking them, taking them out right here to continue, potentially continue down. Right, and on gold, the traffic to the left hand side is super clean. We got all of this to fill in. AJ, I don't know what EJ is doing. It's just fucking flying up right now. Definitely not taking the trade on here because it's too bullish, and I don't want to be selling here. Same thing here on GJ. Gonna stay away from those because we are very too bullish. Same thing with EU. I mean UJ. We're not taking any of those. We're just gonna focus on our USD pairs tonight because the yen pairs are just too bullish.
The market's going to show you. Do you need the maximum pain, the maximum expense?
So we're just going to focus on this setup right here.
For you to appreciate that you're not following the model correctly. Because some of you, you're full of shit when you say, I got to learn how to trade with real money. That's the only way I can learn how to trade. No, what you're doing is, you're saying that I'm a fucking idiot. Please beat me over the head with a stupid stick. Because I don't know enough.
These rent C's right here, if you know, you know. Rent C's, not game.
It's going to cause me to second guess my own ability because of the fear of being wrong associated with money. That's the reality. Folks aren't going to teach you that way. Mentors aren't going to teach you that way. It's sugar-free, as it should be. You want it to taste sweet like honey. And sugar is the disease causer. The more you can cut sugar out of your diet, because you're going to have in terms of health. The same way with trading. You want meat and potatoes, baby. Meat and fucking potatoes. That's it. Male and female. I can appreciate a good-looking guy, and I can appreciate a good-looking woman. And some of these folks that I have as students, they literally have nothing wrong with them physically. They look, by all standards, they are attractive. They're successful people, they're doing well in their careers, and they're doing well in trading. But they're being plagued by not being balanced by having a significant other. And then because of that loneliness, they go into the marketplace and they push the button to do what? To feel good. They're allowing their personal life to manifest itself in trading. You cannot look for a feel-good experience in trading. If you treat it like a massage parlor and looking for a happy ending, don't be surprised if you end up with an STD. It's as simple as that. You can't do those types of things. These markets will literally take you out. They'll make you second guess everything, remove all sound logic, and you'll lose control. Like a drunken, promiscuous affair on the weekend that your spouse doesn't know about. You'll be in there doing stuff you shouldn't be doing.
Good morning, good morning.
So why?
It's good, bro. Welcome to the stream, man.
Why live your life like that? To allow
Gold, you want to see gold?
manifestations of those types of things.
Let's see what I think
in
about
your
gold.
trading.
I got
This
you right
is your
now.
business. This isn't a game. This isn't a hobby. If it is, you're doing it fucking wrong.
Let's look at gold.
You're doing it
I'm
wrong.
anticipating gold to go
Unless
bearish.
this is your
Right.
business.
My breakdown
And you're
from
minding
yesterday's
your
live.
fucking business.
Yesterday, price was down here in the consolidation range. I was anticipating gold to do a
Because
pullback
you are
to react off of
competing
this level of
against yourself.
resistance to then continue down. But we never got our rejection off of this level, so I didn't even take a trade on gold.
And found
But I
coping
do
skills
anticipate gold to
to
still continue
allow
down. Just
yourself
to,
to
it
be
gave me more of a
fruitful,
deeper pullback than what I was expecting. Good morning, good morning.
productive,
If I take my fib tool,
disciplined.
draw it from here,
Do this,
from the
don't do that.
start of the push to higher bottom of the push,
If you can't do
we're
those
rejecting off the
things
go
in
zone
your
on the
personal life,
Fibonacci level,
you
right?
sure as hell ain't gonna do it in trading.
After this rejection,
Who's managing
I'm
you?
anticipating price to continue down. But the only reason why I didn't take a
Who's your boss?
trade right here is
Who's
because
commanding you?
this is too choppy of a range, right? If you put it back in bar replay mode, because this is when I was looking at the charts,
Limitations are.
they gave me no sell
And
confirmation
I
here.
have no
I
qualms
mean,
about saying this is where
we
my
did
business
get a 30-minute bearish engulfing right here. I could have entered here, but this would have been a risky entry.
Does that
Only
mean
because
for
the traffic to the left hand side
trading?
is not clean.
It
For me,
means
this is
I'm
a lot of levels of minor support and
I do
resistance
have
going the way
goals.
down
I just
for this to be
don't
my
know
trade. So
how
I
to
wasn't
make
comfortable
them
taking
better
that.
than they
That's what I'm
are.
saying.
And
So I didn't take that. Let's get out of
when
bar
you have
replay mode
frailties,
actually.
you have
Um,
to embrace them.
Even though it did play out,
Don't try
but
to hide from them.
to me it wasn't higher. It wasn't a higher probable
The
setup.
fact that you're trying to hide from them is
Right.
the same
So I don't want to
thing
trade
as
within this
those who
choppiness.
have
So I want to see where the
drawdown
clean traffic is
low
at.
accounts because
And for
you're
me, the
trying to
clean
do
traffic
what? You're trying
is
to avoid that losing trade.
below this low here.
That one singular event
But
is
if I
now
aggressively sell
taking
below this low
something.
here,
You're trying to avoid that.
I have to worry
And the
about
fact you're trying to avoid that
this level
singular
of
transaction
support.
turns into a series
right?
of
I don't want to
cheating
sell right
events
into
your
support.
accounts
So
will.
selling right here, I could just easily come down here and reject off of it.
Because you've
So
ramped up
I wouldn't sell here either
your
because the range is not big enough. I don't want to
emotional
sell
and
into a
psychological
support,
impact.
right?
You've done
So
it
I'm
to
looking
yourself.
to
That
see if we
singular
close
trade,
below
that
these
one trade,
overall lows right here
you've made it now
to the
more
left hand side to
significant.
then take my sell
That trade,
to then target previous lows, which would be right here, 58
that
pips,
trade went
and
outside
to
of the relationship
continue down to even make new
boundaries you
lows
set
for
for it.
160 pips because the traffic
And
to the
now
left
you
hand
get the
side
trade.
below this level
So what do you want?
is a little more
You want
cleaner
revenge.
than this traffic
You
here.
want to go find that motherfucker.
So overall in gold, I'm looking to sell,
cheated on you.
but I want to see
And you go
price
out
come
in the
down
marketplace looking for
within
them,
this area first before I sell.
and you don't find them. You find somebody else. And they take again.
My nigga named Hachu.
And they take again.
My nigga
and
name
again.
after a
And
sneeze.
you hurt more each time. And it revs up that emotional.
Other than that though, I'm
psychological
just gonna wait.
impact.
Right.
And you want it to go away. You want
either
to
go
feel
on profit.
victory. You want to feel like you've done the right thing. Because if you win, you've done the right thing. In your mind, that's what you're going to tell yourself. If you get the money back, you've done the right thing. And you didn't learn anything from that. When you should have said, stop it. This hurt me. I'm going to take a step back and heal. I'm not going to be in a rush to get into a new relationship, a new trade. But it's uncomfortable waiting around for Mr. Right and Miss Right.
Why's my alert not on, bro?
Hardships. You're going to have issues where,
What the fuck is this?
you're going to feel like you got it figured out. You'll have a week or two, maybe even a month,
Bro.
where you just did everything right.
What's wrong with this
And
shit?
this is where you get in trouble, young men. You think that you got it all figured out, and then you have a
Hey,
losing trade.
what kind of traders are on the
And
chat
now
though?
you
What kind of
need
traders are
a
y'all?
significant
Do y'all
loss.
trade
Might be something
smart money
so
concepts?
small,
Do y'all trade
5%
breakouts?
or
Do y'all
whatever.
trade
You
retracement? Do y'all
save the
counter
stop
trend
and
trade?
hit it. Cool.
Do y'all trade support
Boom.
resistance? Do y'all
You
trade
had a
supply and
1%
demand?
risk
Trend lines?
risk, and you saved it from getting
Do y'all
knocked
trade
out, but still it's
EMAs?
a loss.
RSI divergence?
Now, you're not looking
What kind of traders y'all is in the chat though, man?
Total 1 or 2%.
Me personally, I'm a breakout
To your
trader.
account. 'Cause you
Sometimes I
protected
break
the
and
stop
retest
loss.
trader.
You saw it was going to turn on you. You closed it before it went to your stop. That's commendable. that's a skill set. Not to promote the idea of paranoia.
There we go.
But if you're beginning to trade live funds, if you do that initially, and you are aggressive about cutting your losses, that alone would probably keep you alive long enough to find a way to grind through the adversity. Because when you get a real good winning trade, it doesn't wait around. It just takes off. It just runs. But the problem with this business is you want to second guess yourself so much because you're trying to avoid losing. This is the number one characteristic of a losing trader. You're willing to hold on to a losing or questionable trade. Come hell or high water, you'll hold that. It isn't moving like you want it to, but damn it, you're not letting go of it.
No cap.
What happens if you close it and it runs in your favor?
That should have fucked the psychology
what
up.
happens if you're fucking wrong? And you just
Closing the losing trade.
See, if your trade
But then it still runs to your TP 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right away.
That should have eat your psychology up, bro. The next thing you know, you holding trades with no stop loss. Are you in a trade? Yeah. I'm in EU sales. Let me know if you want me to break down this trade. But I'm in this trade right now. Currently in some drawdown though.
And you can't bring those results.
Current about 6 pips in drawdown.
That will rattle you, especially if you're a male.
You can see here.
A male.
Yeah, I'm in.
Takes that person.
I'm in these cells.
Again, it's like
right.
They're saying that they aren't that large downstairs. That's how they'll take it. That's what it feels like for a man in trading. If they are.
Let me get a bottle of water real quick, man.
Or someone else is calling them, tapping them on the shoulder. That feeling of I got to live up to that. Because what if everyone else thinks that I can't do this, we can't do that, and then what they do is they start doing things that they can't really do, and they are regretting it. My FX books, announcing they're going to do funded challenges, all that kind of stuff. Don't do those things. If you don't do those things, I guarantee you your results will be phenomenal. Because you're placing no image in the results. You have no expectations held of yourself. You're not saying, I have to hit 20%. I got to do 10% a week. I got to do 100% in a month and a half or 2 months. All those types of goals are stupid. If you haven't been trading for at least 3 years and you're trying to do stuff like that, you're really making it more difficult than it needs to be. Versus, what happens if you just try to make 2% a week?
Where y'all from, man? Where y'all from?
Be happy if you had a funded account.
Where everybody from?
I don't know.
Boss, check gold. I got you right now. I am bearish on gold. I just went over gold, but I'll go over it again. I am bearish on gold, though.
I mean, how many of you would be like, fuck you, I don't want $200,000. You crazy? $200,000?
Actually, I'm gonna start it all over.
$200,000.
I'm gonna break that all over.
That's insulting.
Just to give you all a breakdown, idea of how I trade.
That's
right?
what some of you are basically saying. Without
I like to start off on the daily time frame.
Because you want to double your account every month.
Well, let me turn the background down a little bit.
What would $200,000 a year do for someone like yourself? Would it change your comfort? Would it make things a little easier? How about get yourself out of debt?
All right, so
you don't have to work very hard to get.
If you look on, this is the key thing about gold right now. It's my first time here. Thanks, no problem. The thing about gold now is we just previously broke all-time highs. So I gotta go on the even. Normally I start off on the daily, but I gotta go even higher time frame because of how high we are in price. So if you look on the weekly, we've never been this high in price before. So buying up here is already a bad idea because there's no market structure to the left-hand side to base your analysis off of. So you can't base your analysis off the past because price never been this high.
It doesn't matter.
Same thing like if we're going to monthly, right? Gold has never been this high ever in the history of gold type deal, right? So you can't base your analysis off of market structure to the left-hand side because there is no market structure this high. So ideally, you only should be looking for sales anyway because there's no structure on to the left-hand side, right? So I like to mark off the top and the bottom of the daily's previous high and previous low, or previous low and previous high, vice versa, right? In this case, I'm overall looking for sales. So I'm gonna mark the previous high and the previous low just to give me an idea on the range that price is in. So right now, I know we are within this daily range from this previous high to this previous higher low. Right here, right? So drop down time frame, top down analysis. We're going to go into 4 hour. So price started to slow down after coming this high in price. We are at all-time high. So I do see price end up. I do anticipate price to pull back at some point in time before it potentially breaking new highs again, right? Or retesting previous highs, right? We also everybody know. Well, if you don't know, the market structure will never go straight up or straight down, right? Sometimes it's going to create higher highs and higher lows, like so, for a bullish structure, and vice versa for a bear structure, right? But it's never just going to just go straight up as it did here, right? Not gonna go straight up forever. Sometimes you have what we call ranger markets that just keep creating equal highs, equal lows, to then do a breakout to the either direction, then come back to retest before starting to trend to a specific direction, right? So in this case, price impulsively broke up to the upside, right? Like I said, we're never gonna go up forever. So at some point in time, price does have to pull back before continuing up. So I'm looking at this like a potential pullback, right? Because if you go down, so 1 hour time frame, you see we have consolidation here, meaning it's not going any direction. I'm marking red to let me know that this is my consolidation range. If you see a red box on my chart, this is me identifying where my ranges are at. Right? So I'm looking at this like my consolidation range. So I don't want to be in a trade within this range because there is no structure, right? So, and also on a 1 hour time frame, we are printing lower lows and lower highs. If you start from this price point here, we have a low right here, a lower high because we didn't break previous low, the start of the push. Then this push down here broke this previous low to the left hand side here. Right. So I'm anticipating this push up to be another lower high, to then continue down to take out all of these lows to the left hand side right here. Right. Because like I said, we have a lot of imbalance to fill in. We just flew up with no pullbacks. We have a lot of imbalance to fill in. So I'm anticipating price to at least come down and show some structure down here with all in this no man's land, to then possibly continue up or continue down. To make a decision like down here somewhere though, because we went bullish for too long, right? In my personal opinion, right? So let's delete that. So now what do I know? Now what do I know about price? Before we even get to this structure here, I'm gonna put in bar replay mode so it's not on my screen. So before we even get to that structure here, we were within this level of structure, right? This was our range. So this will be my level of support from this body, from this lower low right here body to this body down here. Mark this off the level of support. If you see any gray bars on my chart, like gray boxes like this is my like major levels, right? If you see any ones that are this color, these are my minor levels, right? So in this case, this will be my major. You're the adversary. So major level of support right here, and my major level of resistance would be up here. This is the top of the range. Right, we can delete that one now. We can bring this down some, because that'll just be like a wick fill. And this will be my range. This is the range we are currently in. Well, we was in. Not currently. This is the range that we was in on gold. So, right. Let's exit bar replay mode so I can see current price again. Boom. So we had a breakout right here, right? This breakout was a fake out, right? Even though we did close below, it was just faking out the sellers to get some sellers in, grabbing liquidity to then potentially continue down. That's how I look at it, right? People that sold right here after we broke these lows right here, they all got caught. This is a pre-London. This could have been a pre-London sell, right? Yeah, they all got caught on these sells, getting stopped out if they had the stop losses above here. Had the stop losses above here, this would be a big ass fucking stop loss, my nigga. I doubt anybody had the stop loss all the way up here, right? So now what I'm looking at, as if this was just a liquidity grab, putting price in a retracement to potentially continue down, because this low is lower than these. We broke this low right here, broke all of these lows to the left hand side, so it is giving me bearish structure. It's showing me bearish structure, right? So, and as you can see here, this would be a Fibonacci. This retracement is a 61.8% retracement of the overall move, right? So from this price point up here to this lowest price point down here, we already retraced. We already filled in 61.8% of the overall move, right? This is what I like to call the golden zone. If you don't know about golden zones, you should research a little bit about Fibonacci golden zones. But ideally, if you see a rejection off the, let me do it again actually. Ideally, if you see, let's put it on the left hand side. Labels. Right. There you go. All right. Ideally, if you see price reject off of this number here, the 0.618 or the 0.50, we call this golden zones. We like to see rejections off of here. Right. This is like selling at a premium price. Right. So now that I know we rejected off the Fibonacci level, I'll ideally be looking. I would have been looking for some trades within this area. One reason why I didn't, because this is not within session. Now, if this happened within session, sales up here would definitely been valid, right? But this is this retracement was not in session, right? So where could I have entered? Drop down to 30-minute time frame just to see more in depth what's going on with these candlesticks. Right here again, got another consolidation range. This will have been another no trade range. Right? I don't want to trade in this because this is too choppy. Right? We have no. The higher time frame does have clear direction. On 30-minute time frame, we don't have clear direction, right? Because we are selling up here. We be selling right into a minor level of support resistance going this way down because we don't have clean candlesticks. We do have clean candlesticks right here though, but on the way up, price started to get choppy and slow down. Right, so I don't want to sell here. I also don't want to sell here within this area because we will be selling right into a level of support. And the basics between support and resistance, you want to sell at resistance and buy at support. So ideally, this is support. We'll be looking for buys here, but that buys here will be a counter trend trade because the overall trend on the like 1 hour and 4 hour we are in the retracement phase, so we should be selling. So I don't want to buy here, right? So, and I don't want to sell into a level of support either. So what I want to do is sell below the support once the support is respected as new resistance. So what I want to wait for is a break below here, like we had right here, a retest of it, then to take my sell up here, somewhere like that, to target the previous lows or find the next level of structure to the left hand side, which would be you can call this arrogance, you can call this ego, you can call it pride, whatever the fuck you want. This level, we have a level right here. I call it conquering. We have another pivot point right here. I had every night and I'm gonna mark this one up just for safe keeps. What if I can't? What if I fail? So I do want to sell gold, but I don't want to sell yet. What I want to wait for is a break below here before I take a sell. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark this up as my sales below area, set alert, that way I'll be alerted when go get to this price point and start looking for the sales after we have a 30-minute or hourly close below this level. I don't have to go through that. I'm 50 years old. I don't have those cares in the world. And let me know if any other pair you want me to check out. I normally trade USD pairs and yen pairs. So in my case, gold and EU, I trade those. Also trade EJ and GJ, right? And then I trade UJ sometimes if all of these pairs look too choppy for me, right? So I mainly trade gold. My main two pairs is gold and GJ. But if gold is too choppy and EU it looks clean, I'll trade the EU sell instead of the gold sell. We'll be here every day. Appreciate it, bro. So, like this is a perfect example right here. I mainly trade gold. I don't trade EU as much. EU is like my secondary USD pair, right? But I mainly trade gold, right? So with that being said, I am bearish on USD. Any pair that has USD as a quote pair, I will be bearish on, right? But I took the EU sell instead of the gold sell because this traffic was choppy. I don't want to sell here, but this sell looked more clean to the left hand side than this sell did. I'm overall bearish on USD though, so I'm fine with taking the sells. But the EU sell was cleaner than the gold sell, so I took the EU sell instead. Same thing with EJ, right? Well, EJ and GJ. Like if this, I normally take the yen pair or the USD pair that's cleaner than the other one, right? So yeah, in this case, gold was too choppy, but EU was lining up, so I ended up taking the EU sell. So I'm actually in this sell now. As you can see here, about $36 in drawdown on the clarity, 25K clarity challenge. And we're coming back down to entry on EU as well. So that's a good sign. I'm saying it's a good sign that we're coming back down to entry for the simple fact that we broke through. Let's go in the lower time frames. We broke out of this consolidation range. Like I said, if you see a red box on my chart, this is a no trade range, meaning I don't want to be in a buy or sell within this area. So I'm looking for trade outside of it. So as you can see here, we came outside of it, got a closure on a 30-minute and hourly time frame. I took my sell. That loss above the overall range. So it did put me in drawdown, right? I don't mind being in drawdown because, like I said, my stop loss is in a point to where if we do come up here, we shouldn't be bearish no more. We will be flipping to bullish structure. So my stop loss placement will be where I look like I'm wrong. So if it goes all the way up here, I'm wrong in overall sales, and the trend is switching to bullish. So I'm fine with that. But the fact we coming back to entry after being in drawdown, I'm looking at this like a break and retest. So we have the breakout down here. This will be the retest to possibly continue down and break these lows. If price do come down and break these lows right here on a like 5 and 15 minute, I would take my close half tool alert and put it here. Meaning if price comes back up here after breaking the previous lows, I'll close half of my position here instead of up here. And instead of losing the whole 1% for my 20 pip stop loss, I'll lose like less than half because it's a 6 pip, right? But yeah, so we come back down to entry right now on gold, not gold, EU, breaking retest on the lower time frame. But I just need the 30-minute. I just need this current 30-minute to close below, or actually the hourly. I need the hourly to reject here. That'll be fine. As long as we respect these highs right here. As long as we respect these highs, these sets are valid in my opinion.
I hope this pisses you off, because I'm telling you to annoy you. That you're sitting there struggling to pay your bills. There are people out there making so much money you couldn't possibly fathom you have anything they want all of the time. And you may sit there and go, oh, but they're miserable. A lot of them are. Trust me, they're having a great time. So you need to make a bunch more money, because there's money everywhere. I look at a beautiful woman and go, I can go on a date with her and she's absolutely gorgeous and perhaps we'll fall in love and it'll be great. But you know why, bro? I just want to conquer the earth. I don't care about anything else. So you just start identifying.
What do you mainly trade? Hamid? Am I saying your name right, Hamid? What pairs you mainly trade? And what strategy do you like to trade? And how long you been trading?
He understood. Being near the money. I have no money. Money's over there. Well, let me get closer to it. I mean, like, nobody's staying over here on my fucking own. Let me at least get closer to it. I was a 17-year-old kid.
You mainly trade gold for 3 years? Nice.
That's what a lot of people also.
So you started around COVID.
You don't want to be rich.
I think I started around the same time.
That's what really is going to satisfy you in your soul.
At the end of this year, it'll be 4 years.
It's not the I can afford this. That's nice for a while, but really what makes you happy is there's 60.
What strategy do you like to trade? You like to trade breakouts? You like to trade break and retest? Smart money concepts, supply and demand, support and resistance. If you could give me a brief breakdown on your trading strategy, what would it be?
If you are saving less than 10 grand a month and you're just saving, your chance of being rich is fucking zero. You need to go and do something else and make more. Invest in yourself, get knowledge, pay attention to mentors, start another business, open something. You need to do something because you're not going to
trade breakouts.
The average person at home, you're not earning enough to ever save.
Breakdown. I used to trade crypto before.
You're still going to be broke. You have to get to a level of earning.
I'm waiting for Bitcoin to dip down.
Learn about how they
I'm like, what the fuck is this? So they can just print this shit?
Money is not real. It's not real. They just print it. It's not real.
Fair. Please continue.
Yeah, so money's not real. And I say that to people.
So it's not about money.
No, it's not about money. So what's about? It's about power.
But I'm holding crypto for a long time. But now I'm just holding crypto for a long term. Yeah, I'm waiting to buy on Bitcoin again. Waiting for a dip down though. At first, I bought Bitcoin at 19K. This was last year. At the end, like end of 2023, I bought Bitcoin at 19K. Yeah, so yeah, I bought Bitcoin down here. Somewhere down here. No, here we go. It was right here. I bought Bitcoin over here. The reason why I bought Bitcoin is mainly same way I trade Forex, bro. We broke all of these lows to the left hand side, all of this lows down here. Once I started to see, I had like levels like this marked up to like areas where I was look to buy Bitcoin or whatever, like this. Then once we came up to this level here, once it started to break up right here, I ended up taking buying Bitcoin somewhere around here. Then I think I sold my Bitcoin right over here. I definitely didn't have a full fucking coin though, but I ended up selling over here, which was a good return. But I sold it because I did not think that this was gonna go to 70K, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I did not think that shit was gonna come all the way up here and break new highs, bro. I thought it was gonna have another dip down, to be honest, but it didn't. But I ain't mad because I still took some off of it, so I ain't tripping.
I don't know about fire them out. First, try to teach them how to behave.
First thing I did, I sold it on 40K. Yeah. Man, don't look at it like it's the worst thing you did though, because at the end of the day, you still sold for profits. You feel me? But you just didn't maximize your profit, but you still made some money. Don't ever be mad when you make money type deal. Might not be the most money, or you're not gonna catch the whole move type deal. But you got a fraction of the move, which is still fine. At the end of the day, you still made money type deal. But me, I'm waiting to buy Bitcoin again. If you see these red lines on my chart, it's like lines. It's like areas I'm expecting price to break through. So at first, I think I did this last week. When price is all the way up here. Yeah, when price is up here, I was looking for price to break down here. Once it break the first one, I look at it like the trend is I'll start buying from 57K. Yeah, so once price start to break like my red lines, the next red line will be the next price point I'm looking for price to break. That's the best way I can explain how I do like the red lines or whatever. So once it broke this one, I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely gonna go bearish here. And then as you see, price started to continue down. I'm looking to buy Bitcoin, but not yet. I wanted it to break here as well, because if we could break it here too, and then pull all the way down, I think I wanted to see it come lower than 57K, to be honest.
I wake up every day and I think, how do I make my life better? Nobody else wakes up each day and goes, how do I make ends meet?
If it can come, I think I'll be getting in like around somewhere in between 50 and 40K. Maybe 50 and 45K.
Nobody on the planet is considering improving your one spin on Earth.
Actually,
Nobody else cares. So if you don't care,
actually in between 55 and 50K. I'm looking to buy it around there. I'll start buying from DCA. What's DCA? Hold on. Let me find it about to put me on something.
I wasn't scared to invest in myself because I understand that, look, he's taking time out in his life and I need to reward him for it financially. And I tried very hard and I listened and I paid attention and I was never lazy. I don't believe there's a person on the planet who pays attention, tries their best, is never lazy, is
Oh, dollar cost average. Oh, alright. So you'd be looking at the DXY?
and is giving it his all.
I know a lot of people that use the DXY for reference.
If you do all those things, you're rich. And if you don't have any money, you're missing one of those key elements. Now you can fool yourself and you can fool everyone else and you can pretend you're doing them, but if you're truly honest with yourself, am I finding people who are trying to teach me what I want to know, and am I trying my best? And the answer's fucking no every time. Just even being around people with money, it's just a good place to be.
Technically, according to the DXY, if the DXY is going bullish here, well, it's not going bullish. This bitch is bullish as fuck, because we had a big rocket up here. Then EU should still continue down. If I got that right. I'll buy every 5,000 drop at least $1,000.
Hey, can I take some photos?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I have a car swap.
Now, question: when you hold crypto long term, do you actually have like a mental stop loss, or do you just hold?
They come up to me and say, "Do you want the photos?" And I was like, "No, I've already got those." And he goes, "Oh yeah, okay. Well, if you want them, here's my email address." And I said to him, "Why do you do this? Like, you spend all day standing around taking photos of these cars.
You just hold? Okay, okay.
Time." But I was wrong. He goes, "Oh well, I skipped school and I skipped college because I knew if I take pictures of expensive cars and email them to people, I'll
I think one of my IRLs brought
yeah, smart.
Bitcoin at like
I end up hiring him. He works for me now. Yeah.
35.
I like you.
I think he bought like $5,000 worth of Bitcoin at 35K.
Be near the money. I have no money.
Over that shit got up to 70K.
Closer to it.
He was up like 10 racks. I was telling him to just close some.
17-year-old kid. Now he's making 10 grand a month.
I told him to close all of it though. I told him I'm like, bro, just at least close the 5K that you put in and just have 5K floating profit.
Penny in the world should be going to
I don't know what he did though.
real estate, about
He was like, damn, that is a good idea, but I don't know what he did.
just meet other people who at least have money. Have conversations about money. Talk about it. How are you going to get what you don't talk about? When I'm sitting there and saying,
Yeah, I'm definitely looking up. Like,
"This is a man of shit,"
20 March
always
Fed.
been shit.
I'm definitely looking to buy Bitcoin once you get to like
Hard and I'm sad
50.
and I'm struggling right now. I say, okay, throughout history,
If it drops down between like 50 and 45K,
children and women,
I'm definitely looking to buy some Bitcoin.
better to be a man. Was it better to be a man in World War II? Was it better
Again,
to be a
other
man
than that, I'm staying away from that shit right now. That shit too motherfucking high.
Was it better to be a man when you were sitting in Vienna? The moment
The worst thing to do with crypto is buying,
take any male and enslave all the females? When's it ever
buying,
been good
buy at the
to
top,
be a
and
man?
then
Building
it
the
just
pyramids?
start dipping.
They suck. The only time
Then we almost in altcoin season too, so
become an exceptional man.
altcoin season
Even something
should
feminists admit. Because feminists sit and
boom
complain
up a little
about
bit.
men and say, well, men have this,
I'm definitely
men
looking
have
into some
that.
altcoins.
They're talking about 2% of men.
Fascinating.
They don't talk about all men. They say men have the best jobs. 2% of men have the best jobs. Most men carry trash. So you're talking crap. So everyone accepts that the best possible human experience that exists is to talk 2% of men. Anything below that sucks as a man. You're better off being a chick.
Listen to some music.
So what I say to men is, look, life's hard. It's always going to be hard. It's always going to suck. It always has. The only way to get out is to become excellent and perform at a level where your echelon is so high.
Hey, attention everyone. I've been trying to catch the Pontiac Bandit for 8 years. Yeah. Skinny. Correct. So. Hey, Sherry, I'm coming. Skinny.
It's lit. Just take a look at the drip. You boys don't get fired in this. Roll up dope, yeah, I'm high as a bitch. Wait, it's lit. Get that little bitch on
Alright.
the tip.
I don't like this.
Suck on the dick. She wanna catch all of the drip. Pull up in the
I don't like this close low key.
new bitch, yeah, stay on my hip. Niggas
I ain't tripping.
not with this shit. Catch a body, you might get hit. But lately been all about drip. New designer, just look at the fit. And I just blew a bag on my bitch. You got caught, but you
I'm in trading gold now. You in gold sales? Or you in gold bars? Sales. Alright. What was your entry? I definitely like gold sales though. 256. Is your stop loss above a candle or is it above these highs here? Is your stop loss above these highs like here? Or is it above a candle? 263? Oh yeah, so your stop loss is above these highs, yeah. Bottom of the, you do have room for a 1-to-1. Now I do like to sell though, because if gold continue down, EU should continue down as well too. Yeah. So yeah, like how this candle's pushing down, got EU pushing down as well. Because when I close down, when I close bearish, the thing about the 1 hour closing bearish though, it closed bearish, but it left a big wick. You can't ignore the big wick here. In this. So as long as we don't close back up here, we're good. You should be good. I'm going to lower time frames. I feel like if price start to push down on gold and break the previous candlestick wick, and break this hourly wick, I think it's hourly wick. Yeah. So price start to push down and break this hourly wick, you should trail your stops to like you can trail your stops to like here, and that'll take some risk off the table. While you in profits, you're gonna be in profits if you break this wick right here, and you're gonna only have like 0.5% risk on the table. If you risk 1%, if you risk 2%, you're gonna have 1% risk on the table. Aggressive entry, a 2158. 2158. Oh, here. No, I like the sales overall though, cause I'm in sales too. So I'm on USD. I fucking hate looking at the 5 minutes though, bro. I mean, you in my trade too? Yeah. I'm confident. Like I said, I risk between 1 to 2% per trade, and I try to set mental stop losses in case I'm wrong. So, like, even if I risk like in this case, I'm risking 2% here. Even if I risk 2% here, right? I have an area where I will close half of the position at, like in my head, like. If it comes up here, I might be wrong. So I'll close half here and I will lose my 1%. That way, by the end of the trade, if I do lose the whole overall trade, I don't lose the full 2%. I'll probably lose like 1.5% or like 1% instead of the whole 2% I plan on losing. So that way, I make my losses smaller, and my wins will be bigger. Type deal. Damn, I didn't even do that shit. I don't need that alert anymore anyway. So I have a mental stop loss note at 1.08726. If we break above there, I'll be looking to close half. And if we could clear this minor level right here and this level, we got a lot of room to run. Like this for here is a little bit choppy, but below here it's clean. So if we could clear these two levels, this will be a fire trade. If we can clear those two levels, this can run for 1 to 3. But we'll do one TP at a time. From when you have a channel. Wait, what you mean from when I have a channel? On YouTube. So this channel got 457 subs, right? But this channel, I used to fucking, what you call him? play 2K and shit like that. So I used to make 2K YouTube videos, like from like 2018, 2019, whatever. And that's what this channel was for, like gaming and shit. Then I built this, got like 500 subs or whatever. I don't know why I just stopped playing. I just stopped playing. And I stopped posting content, like as far as gaming wise. Then I just said fuck it, and I started turning this channel into a trading channel. I need somebody to make me some channel art though. You probably look at the profile picture and see it's a bee. Like that shit's so random. But bro, that little fucking bee I made, bro, I did that shit myself. From like when I was like fucking 17, 18. I'm 23 now. I did that myself when I was like 17, 18. And my YouTube channel name used to be Brazy. This would be like Brazy Bambi or some shit like that. So I'm in the process of changing everything over, like transfer everything over on this YouTube channel as to like trading related content. So I deleted all the 2K videos and shit like that. But yeah, I just need somebody to make me some fucking channel art. So I don't feel like trying to make it. I don't like the logo I did. So I want to like to be done more professionally. So I'm looking at somebody. I'm trying to find somebody to do one for me so I can buy one or whatever. But I haven't found somebody that have like good prices for the quality type deal. But when I do, I am going to revamp my whole channel. You can make it slowly. Yeah, I know, but that shit take mad work though. I'd be too busy. Like when I first was doing it, like making like channel art and shit like that, maybe I was still in high school, so I had nothing else to do throughout the day. But now I'm just too busy, bro, to just be sitting here and make channel art. Yeah. Oh, go rip it down. A nice little push right there. Let's delete this. But yeah, I just be hella busy, bro. Are you doing anything? Are you doing any funding platforms? So I was with Secure Swag. No, I was with Swag Heading platform and shit. But when he left the platform, I left the platform because I was only with the platform because I fuck with Swag and shit like that. So I end up after I got a payout from them, I just stopped trading on that fucking funded account that I had was Secure Swag. And I was doing FTMO and shit. In the middle of me doing the FTMO phase 2 challenge, fucking they start saying that shit about US customers and shit like that. So I just said fuck that challenge too. And now I'm doing a clarity this one. Clarity Traders challenge. That's with Mamba FX and Luca. Like that's like Mamba FX's platform or whatever. And Luca promote him a lot too, and I really fuck with Luca. I don't know if you know who Luca is, but he one of my friends or whatever. So I got a challenge with Clarity that I'm working on right now, 25K. I started this challenge last week. FTMO is the best, yeah, but FTMO not fucking with US clients no more. So it's actually fucking ass. Alright, so now that we breaking back into profit down here, I'm gonna bring my mental stop down here. I don't know why they stopped in US. I don't know either. I watched some nigga named Burns, something with an F. The nigga like he's not from the US. He's from somewhere else, but he like he is the #1 paid FTMO trader, or whatever like that. He did a podcast with Dan. He was on Dane Savage's podcast and shit like that. He the nigga that exposed Tradaholics for like scamming people and shit. Like Tradaholics was stealing his payout screenshots and putting his name on them and shit like that. Photoshopping his name on them and shit like that. So he did a podcast with Actually, I'm gonna go to it. We can watch it right now. Actually, give me a second. Cause he spoke about it a little bit. Give me a second. We're gonna break this. If gold breaks this 2154, if we see a big red candle, I hope we will see a big red candle. Let's see. Oh yeah. Gold coming down. We could break the previous. The only bad thing about this I don't like the fact that we don't got no top wick. Normally price likes to make a high before creating a low, but in this case we went straight to the low without making a high. So it could easily just create the low first and then go high, to make the high. But this candle has no high. The good part about this candle is that it already has a high on the 4 hour though. But the 1 hour has no high, the 15-minute has no high, the 30-minute has no high. It has no upper wick. Only bad thing about it. For screen black, oh I'm fried. My fault, bro. My Streamlabs tweaking, bro. Why is it not detecting my screen, bro? It's actually pissing me off. I'm trying to fix it right now. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Lunch started 15 minutes ago. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Hope break yesterday, London session lows. Yeah, if we could come all the way down here, bro, dude, you'll be in some nice ass profit from up here. Yeah, it's 180 pips. 180 pips. Did I just lie? 110 pips. 108 pips. $150 pips, yeah. That'd be nice. We just needed bitch to continue down. We still early in London, so at least we're not super deep. Like if I'm deep in drawdown during pre-London, if I take a trade during pre-London and my London open, I'm deep in drawdown, I'll probably just close it. Let's pause that loss and I'll go to sleep. 2159. So you cut your stops in half. Took profit at 2146. Yeah, we need to close below this minor level. If we can close below the minor, I guess the traffic to the left will be clean. Let's actually do that. We just need to close. We just need to close below here, on the 15, 30 minute or hour. Not the 15 minute, 30 minute or hourly. Man, for this trade, I think we need to respect, because even though we did re-break the lows, that's on a small time frame. Now we just like we rejecting on a higher time frame. So I'm gonna bring this back up. We need to respect this previous my entry candle highs. Yeah, this is my entry candle. This hourly close. We need to respect those highs. We lost $300 and won 800. Yeah, that's fair. That's a 2.1 to 2.5. 3, 6. I'm in profit on your trade. Yeah, you got a better entry than me. Let's see. Oh, $70 drawdown. Nah, I'll be tempted to scale in. I ain't gonna cap. Especially when I'm in drawdown, I'll be tempted to scale in, bro. But nope. A small out, only 0.10. So if we hit TP1, that'd be about $20. I think. Look like about to come up, make that top wick though. Is gold coming up too? Yeah, I might have to come up and make this top wick. But that's what I was saying. Like a 30 minute and hourly didn't have a top wick. Normally the candlesticks like create a high and then make a low, or create a low and then make it high. But in this current candlestick, right, we made the low already, but we never made the high of the candlestick. We had 8 minutes left in this candlestick, so this candlestick could probably flip bullish. Only because we never made the high of the current candle. On 30 minute or the hourly. The 4 hour does, but the 4 hour wick is up all the way up here. What you say? I'm gonna go back up. Gold breaks to. I put my stop loss 2159. 2159. Take 21. You could, if you want to hold the trade a little longer, you could make the stop up here to 160. To 161. To 161. That way it'll be above the 4-hour wick, because this hourly doesn't have a wick yet. So this current hourly, it still got 37 minutes for this current hourly, right? So 37 minutes is a lot of time for this price to make a wick, right? But you don't want it to make a wick, break the previous highs that'll candle to the left hand side, grab liquidity at 2159 or anywhere up here. I grab any of this liquidity and then sell off, because I mean, there is a fair value. I don't trade fair value gaps, but there is a fair value gap right here. So if, as far as like the smart money concept traders say, like people that place supply and demand, one thing they like to say is my entry is where your stop loss is. So if your stop loss is currently sitting at 2159, this technically would be somebody that trades supply and demand or fair value gaps, their entry. Probably have a stop loss like at the top of the fair value gap or above the overall highs, something like that. But you could, if you make your hold your stop loss at 2161, it'll be, if it gives this hourly candlestick or the next hourly candlestick some room to actually make the top wick that this current candlestick didn't never print. Also, if you look on a 4-hour time frame, it'll be above the 4-hour wick. Meaning, if this 4-hour candlestick, if this current 4-hour candlestick flips within the next hour and a half and break its own highs, then you will probably be wrong about the trade, and this 4-hour candle will probably close bullish. Because you want to always try to put your stop loss where if it gets hit, you're wrong about the bias of the market. So if your stop loss get hit, you're wrong about it being bearish. We're being a bullish market. So ideally, I feel like if we break above 2161, which will be the stop loss, then this current 4-hour candlestick will probably end up closing bullish instead of bearish. But I'm not saying it is going to, but it could wick into 2159 and still be in seller's territory, because anything below here is still seller's territory. So it could come all the way up here and it still continue down, and that'll just be taking you out before hitting your targets type deal, if that makes sense. But if I be talking too fast, let me know, bro, because I be talking fast as shit sometimes. I ain't gonna care. Yeah, I mainly try to put because I learned that your trade is only as good as your stop loss. So if your stop loss placement is bad, a lot of times, like for people that have bad stop loss placement, a lot of times they'll get stopped out before it runs into the target. Meaning they was overall right on the bias of the market. They was only overall right on the setup, but it just had a bad stop loss placement, so it ended up losing when the overall trade ID was overall right. So I learned to try to put my stop loss outside of seller's territories. Like if I'm selling, I'll put my stop loss above where the buyer. I'll put my stop loss where the buyers will be looking to get in that. That way, if I get stopped out, it's because I'm wrong overall in the direction, and it's just gonna go the opposite way of me, type deal. Come back down to entry on fucking either. Could normally, like my old strategy, like if I take, I'm gonna go to my notes real quick, because I have a copy and paste of my strategy, my trading checklist. Copy, text, paste. All right, this is my trading checklist. This is all the things I look for. I also have it on the whiteboard next to me. So I'll go over this checklist before I take a position. All right, this checklist right here. But what this whiteboard says is this same thing, right? So this is my trading checklist. What I like to do, I like to identify trending structure. So as you seen when you first join, and I do my breakdown, whatever, like I did on gold, whatever, I start off on the daily and 4-hour time frame to identify a structure and what direction the market is going, right, overall. So in this case, bearish. It's price consolidating at a key level. So I want to see if price consolidating at a key level on the entry time frame. In this case, I was entering on a 30-minute and hourly time frame. So what's price consolidating at my key level? So first I want to know if this is level of support or the resistance, right? So in my case, this is the level of support. Well, currently resistance, but was support. As you can see, we got a support level here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. These are all big pivot points in the market. Like once we tapped in, we had a big sell-off. Tapped in again, big sell-off. So this is like a pivot point. A many times we touched it, we always had a big reaction off of it. So we had touched it right here, big reaction. Touched it right here, not quite a big reaction, but we did have a decent size reaction. So I'm expecting to have a nice decent size reaction off of it again here. So was price consolidating at a key level on entry time frame? In this case, I entered on a 1 hour time frame. This is my entry time frame, right? So was price consolidating before I entered? We did have a consolidation right here, so yes. So far, both of these check off. So this is how I grade my setups too, right? Out of all 5 of these, I grade it like if I have 3 out of the 5 or 4 out of 5, I grade it 4 out of 5 setup or 3 out of 5 setup, like that. So right, so far we got 2 out of the 5. Now I need to see 30-minute or hourly close above or below the key level depending on the position. So in this case, we're bearish. So I need to see a 30-minute or hourly close below the range to then take a sell. So what I waited for, 30-minute or hourly close. In this case, this was the hourly close with this candlestick right here. All right, so now we got 3. 1, 2, 3. We got the first 3. I need a follow-up candle to respect the previous candle highs before continuing in the opposite direction. So this is the follow-up candle, this bullish candle right here. We respected the highs because we never broke these highs, which was up here. We never broke this level up here, and we did break the low right here, giving me my entry signal to sell. And then I need clean channel to the left hand side. So I look to the left hand side after my entry. We do have clean channel right here. As you can see, we have all bullish candles, 1 bearish candle right here to the left hand side. So I'm anticipating that this move to mirror this move will give me a clean setup on the higher time frame, right? So this is a 5 out of 5 setup, right? But there's no 100% trades in the market. There's no 100% success rate in the trade, right? There's always a possibility that you might be wrong. So even though it's a 5 out of 5, I'll still give it a 90. Like a 5 out of 5 to me is a 9 out of 10 for me. So this would be like a A-rated setup, not anything better, right? A-rated setup, right? This is the best it's gonna get for me for how I trade. But the thing about this is normally, see how it says right here, follow candle, respect previous candle highs, lows before continuing the opposite direction. So this is the follow-up candle. Normally when I take a setup like this, my stop loss be here. And a couple times I got stopped out before it continued down. Like last week, I took a few trades last week to where I got stopped out and then won. I got stopped out and then won. I got stopped out and then won. Like it happened to me 4 different times last week. Whatever. To where I got stopped out and then won. So this is just me like back testing and like sample sizing my trading strategy. So I'm keeping the same strategy, but instead of putting my stop loss up here, I learned to put my stop loss outside of the range or outside of where market structure will make me completely wrong. So instead of putting my stop loss where I normally put it at, which would be above the entry candlestick's wick, I put it above the overall range. Meaning if it come all the way up here, I'm completely wrong. But I also keep this as a mental stop loss. So at first this might be my hard stop, but now I use it as a mental stop and not my hard stop. Like that. What is your entry price in this trade? Right here, 1.08626. 08626. Is that the same thing right here? Yeah, same thing right here. Normally I had this up on the screen, but well, sometimes I have it up on the screen, but sometimes like when I be like sliding my screen and shit over like this, whatever, or going from time frame to time frame, it'll take up too much space. So, and I also used to have it smaller like this, but I still find it me moving it around too much, so I stopped putting it on my chart. And I keep the checklist next to me. Well, we got a nice 30-minute close here for me. We got another closure below, right? So we should continue down, man. I actually feel more comfortable about trailing it down here now. But like, I feel like I gotta see. I don't want to trail it like our mental stop, until we close below the lows. Like we just keep wicking the lows. I wanted to close below the lows instead of just wicking the lows. But we close below the level again. Let's see how that gold trade you got playing out. Still having a round entry. Like I said, we just need to close below this minor level. Cause right now this minor level is holding. This is just another. This is a rejection wick, another rejection wick, and yeah. But okay, that's good. That's good. This is good. So well, not yeah. This is good. This is good for your gold trade because right now the hourly didn't have a top wick. Now this push up on this 30-minute open gave this hourly a top wick. So right. So now that you have some kind of wick on the hourly. Not a big wick, but it still has some kind of wick right here on the current hourly. You have some kind of wick on the hourly, current hourly. The 30-minute don't have a bottom wick though. So just as well as you needed a top wick for this hourly right here, now you need a bottom wick for this 30 minutes. So now this trade has even more breathing room to actually flip bearish, just as well as this candlestick flip bullish. So the way this candlestick opened was like the most ideal for your setup because we made that with this 30-minute open, we made that hourly top wick, and now this 30-minute needs a bottom wick. If that makes any sense. Your strategy is good. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes, like, I might not have all 5 of the check boxes, like how my checklist is. I might not have all 5 things. I might have 3 out of 5, or I might have 4 out of 5. But that don't mean I don't take the setup. Now, if I just got 2 out of 5, now I ain't taking that shit. I need to see at least 3 out of the 5. But if I take a 3 out of the 5, I need to see the 4th or 5th thing happen while I'm in a trade. So, like, say, let's pull it back up. Let's go back to my entry time frame. Take paste. What, bro? Couldn't paste. Wow. All right. All right. Say I didn't have all these boxes. Like I didn't have the 5 out of 5. I'm just giving the hypothetical, right? Say the structure was still bearish. We did get the consolidation at a key level. We didn't get the 30-minute closure though, right? And we got the clean traffic to the left hand side. So I got the clean traffic, I got the structure right, and I got the consolidation right. Only thing we didn't get was the closure and the follow-up candlestick, right? So if I was to take an entry like that, whatever, I need to see one of these. I need to see both of these happen while I'm in a trade, right? Like say I take an impulse entry. Let's put in bar replay actually. All right, like say this the setup, right? And I say, all right, I gotta say I'm using my market execution. And I say, all right, I'm gonna have a sell stop below this low, stop loss above the overall structure, and take a trade like this, right? And I play. Oh wait, matter of fact, this is a perfect example. Let me go back a candle. All right, say this is the current candle, right? And this hourly has no bottom wick, and I know this candle needs a bottom wick, so it has a lot of potential to flip, right? And I take this and I say I got a sell stop here because this candlestick needs potential to flip. But if we do flip and break these overall lows, we'd be good for sales, right? That lows above here, so I set a sell stop like this, right? So I just still got the 3 out of the 5. I still don't got the 30-minute closure yet below the level, and I still don't got the follow-up candlestick to respect the highs and break the lows. And then this happened, and I get triggered in, right? I got triggered in to overall sell, but I still don't have these 2 out of the 5, right? I'm still missing 2. I need one of these to happen later on while I'm in a trade. So, boom. Now that this closure would have put me in profit, right? I would have been in profit, and now this gives me the third. This gives me this one. So now I have the 1 hour 30-minute keep close below or above the level, right? So this would have made this would have went from a 3 out of 5 setup to a 4 out of 5 setup, even though I got in early. This would just be my aggressive entry. Now I have 4 out of 5 instead of the 5 out of 5. Then I'll wait again. Then this would have happened, and then boom. Now this setup would have been a 5 out of 5 setup, but my entry would have been down here, up here, instead of down here. So I need, like, even if I have like 3 out of 5 or like 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, I need to see the last thing happen while I'm in the setup. If it does happen while I'm in the setup, I'll probably end up closing early. What was that, gold? I still need to close it up. But look at this shit, bro. I'm reading this shit like a fucking book, bro. Oh my god, I'm reading this shit like a book. I previously said on this hourly candle that it needed a top wick to form because it was going straight bearish, no top wick, right? Then that 30-minute close opened up bullish as fuck. Made that top wick for the hourly, but left no bottom wick for 30 minutes. And I literally just said that shit, bro. This candlestick has a lot of potential flip because we created that hourly top wick, but we never created that 30-minute bottom wick. Then here we go here, boom, making a 30-minute bottom wick here. I can't make this shit up. Now the setup does look more promising now. Now, last thing we need for this setup to like even be a better rated setup is a 30-minute or hourly closure below this support level. We get a closure down here, it'd be really, really nice. 20 minutes for this 30-minute closure. I literally just said that shit, dude. I said this 30-minute candlestick open, going bullish fuck with no bottom wick. We got now this has a lot of potential to flip, and then boom, we got that flip. Nice as fuck. But this will be an aggressive entry for me, right? If I wanted to take this sell, this will be my aggressive entry. I got this will be 3 out of 5. We're consolidating at a key level, right? Well, this will be the consolidation over right here. The structure is overall bearish because we're creating lower lows and lower highs. As you see, we going down here, right? That will be 1. We're consolidating at a key level. This will be consolidation. We're currently breaking out of it. That'll be 2. Clean traffic to the left hand side. Traffic right here. Clean. That'll be 3. What else? Only thing I'll be missing will be the closure and the follow-up candlestick to respect the highs and break the lows. So, like I said, if I take an aggressive entry, this will be my aggressive entry. This would have been my aggressive entry if I wanted to take it, like a flip of the previous 30-minute candle. Stop loss would have been. That'll be too far for me. 70 pip stop loss is crazy. I probably have a 30 pip stop loss just to give my trade some breathing room. But I'll trail it down later on. This would have been my entry. And my stop loss like 35. I could do 35. Something like that. But I don't need the 4 and 5 to happen like right now. So I don't need that 30-minute or hourly close to be low right now. Literally just how I was explaining. I would need the 4th and 5th thing to happen while I'm in the trade. This would have been my aggressive entry. Seeing some good profit on EU right now though. Well, not good profit because we still down there around entry, but we seeing some profit though because we was in drawdown this whole time. Now we're seeing some profit. Hopefully we can continue this bearish momentum now. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I gotta take a piss, bro.
I'm the one calling the shots. I don't get stuck in the box. Feel like I've been through a lot, holding it down like it's tied to a rock. Everybody y'all talk, they ain't walking that walk. Learned it all on my own. Everything's self-taught. Headshot with the stainless. Blow their mind that they brainless. Dreams of being on stages. Damn, this shit's outrageous. I can see all of the changes. Everything coming in phases. Last year I was nameless. This year I'm finna be famous. I've been doing my own thing, doing good in my own lane. Started wearing my own name, but it ain't on a gold chain. Saying things that they won't say, making moves that they can't play.
We are in profit on. We are in profit on your trade. Hell yeah, hell yeah. What entry you got on the EU? Only thing go missing for me is that closure below. Closure below. Closure below. Got 14 more minutes for the hourly and 30-minute close at the same time. I got got 2 inches on EU, 1.08673. 673. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you got fucking sniper entry, bro. You got a sniper entry up here. Next one was 0.50 lots. What was the next one you said? 65. Shit, both of them entries higher than mine. Both of them entries better than mine. This entry right here though, this entry sniper is full, bro. Right on the pullback, and then dump. Let's see what my stop loss look like on this trade. You could have 10 pip stop. My stop loss would be a 15 pip, but you could have definitely had a 10 pip stop. What time you coming online? You ask me what time I'll be streaming. I try to start during pre-London, so probably like 2:30, somewhere around there. Let's say if this would have been a 10 pip stop, would have been valid. If stop would have been valid, the TP1 would have been here. We would have been supporting TP1 right now. And then we could have brought, if this was my entry, this could have been my TP1, 10 pip stop loss. Stops to break even at TP1. And then hold to here for 1 to 2. 1 to 2.5. Yeah, that's a nice ass entry. Yeah, so I normally stream from 2. You should start New York time. Nah, I work too. I got a full-time job. That's why I said I'll be too busy. So normally I start at 2:30, and then I stream throughout London, and I probably get off like 5:30ish, and then I go to work. I go straight to work because I work at 7 a.m. I work in a different state, so it's like an hour away. Now I'll be low key wanting to stream New York, but I'll be at work during New York session. So and I want to trade NAS, but I want to trade NAS, but that's like a New York fucking trade. That's like a New York pair, bro. But like during London, that shit don't be doing shit. Like I was looking at this shit yesterday, and I was looking at buys above here, whatever, on NAS, but no, I wasn't looking at. Yeah, it was. I was looking at sales right here. This what I was looking for. I was looking for like a pullback down here to rejection to then take the sells. But I ended up looking at changing my bias to bias because of this bullish engulfing right here. Yeah, like it was a paper trade too. I didn't actually take the trade. I was just like mapping out to see what happened if I had to take a London session trade on NAS, but like it was ass and shit. It's like now, I would have took a loss here if I took the sell based off of this level. I took a loss here, but this London fucking open, this 8:30 London pre-London, we got a fucking bullish engulfing closing above my level of support, my level of resistance, making a new support. But buys here would have been nice as fuck. Stop loss low to low, but not that tight. I probably would have given it some breathing room, something like that. Up here to target these highs right here. But I don't know if you was here, but I think when you first joined, you seen this setup like this on a chart. This was from yesterday, me like paper trade. I didn't actually take it. It was me paper trading yesterday for NAS, but I just can't trade NAS because I'm on the charts at London, and the London shit don't be happening for real. Let's look at it in a different London session. This was London right here. Around this area, just London, no volatility. Then New York came in, got a nice, decent push up. Then back here, London was around here, no volatility. Then we could come over here to New York, still range a little bit, and then it pushed down. Yeah, they ass as fuck during London, bro. Let's see, I'm about $100 in profit. now on EU. I think I'm risking about. Yeah, I'm fried. Yeah, I think I'm risking about $500 on this trade. So if it comes up to my TP, I'll probably be up. That's 2%. Look at the trade. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm just looking at it right now. Shit nice, shit clean, bro. Don't worry about it. Your trade coming up right next. As soon as we get this closure below. Your trade gonna be dumping right off next, bro. Yeah, my stop loss is definitely mentally trailed at this point. I'm not. No way I'm holding for my stop loss to get hit after we come this deep in profit. No way I'm holding that full position to stop loss, bro. So I'm gonna trail stop loss to about. Okay, I got too many red lines on my screen. I need to delete some of these motherfuckers. They're definitely gonna trail stop loss to like right here. Well, let's go 7. 7 pip stop loss. Definitely trailing stop loss on this position though. Let's see. Edit position. Please. Sorry. There we go. Trail stop loss. Now, if we reverse and I take a loss, it's going to be a 7 pip loss instead of a 20 pip loss. So that'll be a W on the risk management trade, and still holding full to that 1-to-1, which should be down there somewhere. Look, I might even take gold. I might even take the gold sell if we get the closure look right. Like I said before, when you first asked me to look at gold, I said I was bearish on gold, but I said the only reason why I wouldn't be bearish yet because I'll be selling above a major level, and this was the major level right here. We can still come down to it, but we gotta clear it. I do think we're gonna come down to it. It's about 36 pips. Yeah, I do definitely think we're gonna come down to it because even this major level was never even retested. So even if we're wrong about the bearish structure, right, on this gold and it end up pushing up, whatever, I still think it has to come down to here at least before even pushing up because we broke it and never came back up to retest it. Right? We never had a retest here after breaking it. Like right here when we broke up to it right here, broke up, retest. Pushed up again, another retest. Right? But in this case, we broke below down here, pushed up, never retested. So I still think even if we're wrong about this, like worst case scenario, we're wrong and it goes up, I do think we're gonna come down first before going up. So it'll give you a chance to even take some parcels out down here and bring stocks to break even down here to minimize your risk. Is there moving your stop loss? Yeah, I moved my stop loss to 7 pips. It's not quite a break even yet, but it is 7 pips from entry. So instead of losing 20 pips, I'll just lose 7 pips. I'm fine with that. So I gotta change this from close half now to out full. Yeah, well, your entry is somewhere. Your entry is somewhere up where my new stop loss is at. So for you, it'll be break even. You'll be up, you up like 16, 17 pips right now. So yeah, you definitely could close some partials here if you want. Or at least bring stocks to break even. Cause you definitely got the better entry than me. I feel like if we come back into this range, we're probably going to go bullish. Not necessarily go bullish, but I feel like if we come back into this range, we're probably going to come to the top of the range at least before continuing down, or just going bullish. But if we do come back in the range, I don't want to be in the trade because, like I said, this is my red boxes are the ranges I don't want to be in the trading. So if we come back up here, I don't want to be in there no more. About 225, 230 ish. What was your lot size? I don't do fixed loss. I do fixed risk. But my lot size was 2.29. So I trade on Trade Locker. So on Trade Locker here, like say I want to take a position, I'll press. If I click risk, I will type how much I want to risk. Like say I want to risk, say I want to risk 500. I type 500, and it'll do the lot for me. So no matter where I drag this number at, the lot size will just change. But if I press like the actual sell or buy button, it'll do a lot accordingly to make whatever price point this is $500 flat. So that's what I did. So my lot size will be fluctuating sometimes depending on what my stop loss is, but my overall dollar amount risk will be the same. Alright, 4 o'clock, we should have 30-minute close on the gold. How to close doji. See? I only 30-minute close doji. Hourly close bearish. I like 30-minute doji. We've got some indecision here on the 30-minute. Do you want from me? Hey, I was in them 2, 2, 3s. Excuse me. From how long you doing this strategy? I want to say about. I always been trading breakouts, but this, as far as the checklist thing going, I started that probably like 2 months ago. Yeah, 2 months ago. The whole checklist thing, I started that 2 months ago. But overall, being a breakout trader, and trading like with a candlestick closure and a break of the previous lows. I've been doing that for like as long as I can remember to fucking trade. I want to say like 2 years maybe. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Dirty quarter body, but that does not mean shit to me. Got two on me, got two on me. Again, yes, baby.
Toxic therapy from your vape.
Nobody's texting back. Let's jump to conclusions. They're all hanging out. Without me?
Exactly. See with that.
Is your vape making things worse? Text digit to 88709 to quit.
I gotta wait another 30 minutes for the next 30-minute closure on gold. I actually wanted that 30-minute candle close bearish below the level. So I look want to get any sales. I ain't gonna care. But I need to see that closure first. I don't want to risk my EU profits on gold. Because if EU reverse, whatever, gold probably gonna reverse too. So that'll be giving my EU profit to gold. Like I said before, bro, I mainly trade gold and GJ, but I always take the pair that's look cleaner. So for this case, I didn't like this range right here, how indecisive it was, and I knew you got a level of support down here. So I didn't want to sell into a support, and the EU range was cleaner below here. I didn't have my next support until all the way down here, for major support and minor support up here. So I knew we had a bigger range to trade in, so I took this one instead of gold. Because I knew I wanted to sell both, either one, but this one had the better range. So I always take the trade with the better range, as far as USD pairs. Cause like, if the pair got a USD at the end of it, like as the quote pair instead of the base pair, cause you know the XAU is the base, EUR is the base, USD is the quote, USD is the quote. But as long as USD as the quote pair for both pairs, they both is gonna go in the same direction. Now I normally take the one with the cleaner setup. So in this case, EU was cleaner to the left hand side with this traffic, then gold was with this traffic. So I took the EU sell instead of gold sell. But that don't mean the gold sell ain't gonna work out. Just that to me the EU sell will be less stressful than the gold sell, because like the move will be a lot cleaner to mirror. And this is why, because you got all of these rejections right here, right? So not saying that the gold sell is not going to work, but it's more of a headache and more on your psychology being at entry or in drawdown for this long, when I could take this setup, which would be a lot cleaner, and have a more cleaner move without any rejections. So I did have in mind that both of them was going to go bearish, but it's about a matter of time which one comes first, and how the traffic looks to the left hand side. Same thing with like EJ and GJ. Right, I trade these the same exact way too. Like at first, this was yesterday. Yesterday I was looking at buys above here. Well, not this was last week. This is Friday. I'm looking at buys above here, right? But these happened while outside of session, right? It was choppy outside of session, right? But I was looking at buys above here, right? This was EJ and GJ. I was looking at yeah, on GJ I was looking at buys above here, there, right? In this case, if I bought above here, my next level of possible rejection will be right here on GJ, and on EJ, if I'd have took these buys above here, my next level of rejection is not all the way to up here. So I ideally want to take this buy instead of this buy, even though I do think they both are going to go up, but the EJ will be the cleaner setup. So yeah, gold is going. Yeah, I definitely see. I just heard the alert go off. Yeah, you should be up nice on gold and EU combined. When at 4 o'clock, when this previous 30-minute close, and you see me drag this line from up here to down here, this was me like marking off where my aggressive entry would be. This would have been my aggressive entry. If I wanted to take sales, this would be my aggressive entry. It would have been like this. I would have like 40. I'm comfortable with 40 pip. 40 pip here. A 40 pip here for 1-to-1. This would have been my aggressive entry if I wanted to sell gold. Well, I do want to sell gold, but if I wanted to take aggressive trade, I would have took this. But I don't want to take aggressive trade because I'm already in sales over here and I'm in profit over here. I don't want to risk these profits over here. So I'm comfortable with not being in this trade, but so I'm more conservative as far as this pair. But that's why I brought the line from down here to down here, just like making a mental note. And I want to I take a mental note on what happened if I would have took it. So on the mental scale, like a psychology scale, I took the trade from here to here and like taking a mental note on what happens if I would have took this sell type deal. And like my strategy also works on a 15-minute time frame. I just don't use it on the 15-minute time frame. Like, if I would have applied my strategy on this for this gold on a 15-minute time frame, this would have been my entry. Consolidation at a key level, closure below on the 15-minute time frame. This candlestick right here would have been my closure candle, right? That candlestick right there. What I would have waited for is the next follow candle to break the previous lows. So once we broke these lows right here, this is why I had this red line drawn here too. Once we broke these lows here, this would have been my entry. This would be my entry. Stop loss would have been above the entry candle's highs. Meaning, this was my confirmation candle. My stop loss would have been above this high, which would have been here. But I would have gave it some breathing room. So I want to put it directly here. I probably will put a few pips above it just to give it some breathing room. So we did get the 15-minute closure. If I wanted to take take the setup based off of 15 minutes. But same thing. My problem with this setup too is I'm selling right into a level of support. You want to buy at support, not sell at support, in my opinion. So to the left hand side here, support, support, support. I don't want to sell right into the support. Now if I got a better entry up here somewhere and a tighter stop loss, that'd have been cool. But the stop loss to the risk of reward is not there for me. Now we too far deep into the range. If I could have gotten like a closure up here on 30-minute. If I could have got a closure up here on 30-minute and I got in up here, and I could have had my stop loss like right here, that would have been a tighter stop loss for a tighter range or whatever. But yeah, check USD CHF. All right, but I'm gonna assume that pair is going bullish. Before I even get on it, I'm gonna say it's going bullish because this is going bearish. Yeah, I just assumed this pair was going bullish because EU and gold is going bearish. So this should be going bullish. You want me to do a breakdown on it? Let me see what I think about it. So this will be the top of the range. This will be the bottom of the range right here. You're trading within this range. Ooh, this should be a major level though. Just because, look at the structure here. Support right here, support right here, a fake out, and got three more touches right here as far as resistance. Let's go on a 4 hour. Wait, let's go back to the daily actually. So I'm gonna say the daily is bearish overall. Wait, the time frame is bearish overall, but we are currently bullish. So overall, we are bearish. We just are in a bullish pullback. Could this will be like not that tool? Wrong tool again. This would be like my lower low, lower high structure right here. And we flip bullish. We're in the process of flipping bullish after breaking this low here. But on the higher time frames, this will be the structure. Actually, I don't even like that. So this would be a pullback to potentially continue down here. That's on a long-term scale because this is a big time frame. But currently, if we just focus on what's going on right here, I want to say this is a pullback. So I'll be looking for sales overall. So far. I'm gonna say bearish on a 4 hour. I'm on a daily. On a 4 hour, what are we looking at on a 4 hour? Not too much structure here. This will be my consolidation range. So anything within this, I would not want to be in. Let's look at this left hand side, see what it look like. I want to drag it down some. What else? Go down to the 1 hour, see what's going on in the 1 hour. See, this just looks disgusting. All right here is just disgusting. Right here we got a level of support, but a breakout. We have a minor level right here. This was my previous high. This will be my range. Consolidation right here. If I wanted to take, like, yep, same thing. Like I said, EU was bearish, so that means USD CHF should be going bullish. This could be my potential entry. Consolidation. Well, let's pull the checklist back up actually. Gold is going good. I'm gonna get back to that in a second. Let's pull the checklist back up though. All right, identify trending structure on the higher time frames. So trend structure on the higher time frames, right? We are overall bearish, but we are in a bullish retracement, right? So this is a higher time frame retracement. So meaning the lower time frames, it could be going up. This retracement could actually last for a while. As you can see, this bullish momentum been having for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 6 trading days, right? So we overall bearish, but this daily time frame is bullish because we're in a bullish pullback, right? So let's go on a 4 hour. On a 4 hour, we are I'm not even considering this right here. I'm gonna say we were bullish on a 4 hour because not counting this because it's too fucking choppy. We're gonna go higher high, higher low down here. Right? So I won't be looking for sales until we come back below here. But I wouldn't sell below here either because I'll be selling right into a support. So I wouldn't even sell until we come down here. Overall, I'll be straight looking for buys. Other than that, anywhere above here, I'm looking for straight for buys. All right. So I'm going bullish on a identifying structure. We're going bullish, right? Plus, we're breaking all of these previous highs to the left hand side with this push up here, going into this range. So I got a higher high, higher low right here. Push a higher low. So structure bullish. It's price consolidating at a key level. My key level would be, well, this would be my minor level. This would be my key level. But we are consolidating, right? So I'm gonna give half a point for this consolidation level. Right? So we got 1 out of the 5, 1.5 out of the 5. 30-minute or hourly closure above or below. So in this case, go to 30-minute time frame. Look at the 30-minute closure. Was the closure above or below this range? In this case, we're looking for buy, so I want to see a 30-minute closure above. So yes, this 30-minute did close above. But this 30-minute has no bottom wick, so I wouldn't even fuck with this 30-minute. I'll wait for an hour to close. See how the hourly close. Yes, the hourly close did close with the bottom wick. So now we got a nice hourly close. So I got 2.5 out of the 5. Follow candle respect previous candlestick highs before continuing in the opposite direction. Right, so I want this candlestick to respect this candlestick's lows. Right, I need these lows to be respected. So I mean, I need price to not come back down here to make sure my buys is still correct. And I need these highs to be broken for my entry. And I need to look for the left hand side. Is traffic to the left hand side clean? It's not perfect. I would keep in consideration that we have a minor level here. Right, I will not ignore that minor level, but above this minor level, we clean. So what I have bought here, probably not. I would have waited for a closure above this minor level because this will be my risky boss. This will be my clean boss, right? So the trade from buys above here to right here, only 13 pips. It's not a big enough range for me, right? I need a bigger range than that. So for my buys above, would have been here. Because this would be the better range of trading as far as the mirror to move to the left hand side. So this would be about 30 pip range. I'll wait for buys above here instead. Right. So my aggressive entry would have been here at the break of this previous candlestick highs. Stop loss below the low right here. But to give my trade some breathing room, this would be my mental stop loss would have been right here. To give my trade some breathing room, I would have had like a 20 or 25 pip stop somewhere around here, somewhere like this. So this would be my aggressive entry. My conservative entry, let's move this over here just so I can get out the way. My conservative entry would have been here. As this candlestick closed bullish above the second minor level, this followed candlestick created a bottom wick and then broke the previous candlestick highs. Stop loss below the lows right here. Giving my trade some breathing room. Probably like a 15 pip stop loss. 12 to 15 pips. See 15 pips. Somewhere anywhere between 12 to 15 pips stop loss, just like this. Targeting these highs right here. That's what I think about CHF. So my aggressive entry could have been down here. If I was feeling more conservative in the moment, I would have took the buy right here. What I think about it right now, what I think is going to happen. Now what I will be looking for is just to see if price consolidate right here. Because now we're tapping into a level of resistance. I want to see a consolidation right here before creating a pullback, because we have an impulse move to the upside, no pullback. So I'm anticipating, I will be anticipating price to do like a pullback before continuing up to break highs. Either that to happen, or to look for sells down here now. So it'll be below this area, because if we come back below here, chart to the left hand side isn't the cleanest, but we do have, we could fill it, come all the way back down here within this range. So yeah, that's all I think about USD CHF. Both our pairs went well. Let's see. Gold, yeah, gold tanking, hell yeah. It's fucking nice. And we almost coming up to, I'm about 300, 340 on EU. Fuck yeah, bro. Shout out to us, my nigga. Appreciate you for sticking around too, bro. Cause normally it just be me in here live trade by myself for the past 2 weeks. I think I started this 2 weeks ago. Live trading every day for 2 weeks. And normally it just be me and this motherfucker talking to myself. Cause not only do I live trade to like expand what I know, whatever, like to people that's interested in trading and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. I also live trade that way I could go back and watch it. That's why I play music like this. I play music like this, or I play motivational shit, so it don't get copyrighted. Because if I just play like straight regular music, or whatever, it should get copyrighted, so I can't go back and rewatch it. But fuck yeah, I'll join you. Appreciate it, bro. But normally after my trade is done, like after I go to work and shit, and I come home. When I come home, I go back, I rewatch this live, and when I have losing trades and shit, I rewatch it live and see what I could have done to make that trade a winning trade, or what I should have waited for type deal. But that's the point of me going live, because I like to rewatch shit happen after it happens, so I can sample size my strategy and like improve type deal. And I get to see what I was thinking after it already happened. Look for Bago now. Nah, come back tomorrow, gang. Come back tomorrow. You got your bread, bro. But nah, we should, if we could take these lows out right here, that'd be nice. Take these lows out and make new lows. Coming down here, cause we still got a long way to go to filling all of this imbalance. Think about the people that trade smart money concepts. They got all of these levels of demand down here waiting to get mitigated, as they say. All these levels of demand down here waiting for reaction. They never got reacted to. All the way down here. Right? It's all of this liquidity down here from people that bought in here, never got stopped out. People that bought in here, never got stopped out. People that bought here, never got stopped out. It's all of these sitting below all these lows is liquidity that need to be taken out at some point in time. So we had this big ass push up. And you could just ride the wave all the way the fuck down. But of course, take partials on the way down. Feel me? Don't just hold the whole fucking trade, unless that's part of your strategy, or unless that's what you're comfortable doing. But I definitely recommend taking some partials on the way down. Looking for gold buys is crazy now though. But we actually might have a gold buy a little bit up for New York. I mean, I don't know. I don't trade in New York, so I don't know how New York moves like that for real. I actually got to put in some time during New York to actually learn how I move. Or we could just have a New York continuation to the downside, which would be better for both of us, to be honest. Stop's definitely at break even right now, though. Let's trail my stops on this order right here. One. 0.0. 108,626. Stops at break even. Yeah, I'm still holding to TP. go on a lower time frame and see what's going on down here, though. Let's see what's right here is making it go bullish a little bit. A small time frame. Look to the left. Actually, I think I'm gonna close the partials right here. Let's check the EMA. Oh no, let me see. Let me see here. $540. If I get it to 500 flat. $503. All right, I'm gonna close here. I'm gonna close here. Wait, let me see. 20 pips. We could do 20 pips, bro. 21 pips. Fuck, 22 pips. 22 pips, bro. That's TP right here. Putting me at 503 profit. Alright, you close some on gold, 600 profit, nice. And your trade still going with $90 profit, nice. 690 on a day, that's lit. Some people don't even make that in a week. And working 40 hours a week don't even make that 40 hours a week. And you was here, how long I've been live? 2.5 hours. 690. People work 40 hours a week and don't even make 690. That's a fucking big flex, bro. It's time to make it right now. Oh, whew, I'm getting tired. This is a big ass fucking wick though. See, if I was trading in New York, what I would be looking for on EJ. If I was trading in New York, let's see. I don't know. It's too early to tell what I was looking for in New York. I need to see more of a range here. Not enough of a range. If this shit play around a little more like this, during like pretty New York, then I'll look for like a buy above here. But as far as now, if it just goes straight up for me, fuck it. And GJ. As far as GJ, I'd like to see a pullback down here to continue up before New York. Same thing with UJ. I see a pullback down here. Fuck, what am I doing? Continue up before New York. Alright, now we had this, like with my strategy, like 30-minute hourly closure, right? See this hour? See this? This is a big note to take with my strategy, right? This 30-minute closure is all the way down here. It's too late to get in on the sales. Even though ideally I'm looking for sales below here with a 1 hour or 30-minute closure, right? This closure is too low. If I was to take a sell right here, my stop loss would have to be too big for me to take a trade, in my opinion. This would be a 70 pip stop loss, and this would be like the minimum. This would be my mental stop loss. My mental stop loss would be like somewhere up here, or my mental stop loss would be right here for me. But this ideally wouldn't even be my sell, because on my strategy, I have to wait for a closure and then a break of the low of the closure's candle. So I would need this next candle to break this low. So ideally, my entry would even be fucking down here on the conservative side. But my stop loss had to be all the way up here. So this is a bad setup. So even though because it closes all the way down here, I wouldn't take this trade because it's not worth it. It'll be a negative risk to reward because my next level of resistance or major level of support resistance is right here. Then I would need this to even get broke to then target down here just for a fucking 1-to-1. So this is a setup I don't take now. Even though all the stars in line as far as all the boxes is still checked off, the closure was way too far away from where I would look at the enter at. Like if it closed above here, like around here, that'd have been cool. But it closed all the way down here, leaving a big wick right here. I don't want to take that. So I will look for a different setup. At the time I usually sleep, I didn't know why feel good would pump. I don't know. I think it's still gonna continue down, to be honest. You got the sniper entry on the EU sale though, no count. At this time I usually sleep, yeah. So that's why I said be too busy because I do other shit. So normally my day start off, I wake up to trade. I trade around. Well, I wake up to play the game actually because I play video games and shit like that. So I play Call of Duty really. So I wake up around like 11 p.m., 12 p.m. to play Call of Duty for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. And I live stream me playing Call of Duty, but I don't live stream that on YouTube. I live stream that on Twitch. So I go live on Twitch, me playing Call of Duty, something like that, like just chilling. Then around like 2:30, I get off Call of Duty. Then I switch to YouTube and I live stream me trading on YouTube, on here or whatever. Sometimes I'll even play Call of Duty while I'm in a trade. Like normally when it's just me, whatever, and I don't got nobody to talk to and shit, nigga, I just play Call of Duty while I'm in the trade, bro. Cause I'm not about to just sit here and look at the candles doing nothing this whole time. Whatever. So normally I'll just be playing Call of Duty while I'm in the trade until my alerts go off, and then I focus on the trades after the alerts go off. Other than that, I would be playing Call of Duty right now. Then, like I get ready for work and shit like that. I leave the crib by like 5:36, somewhere around there, to go to work. I get off work at 3:30 p.m. I get back to the crib probably like 4:30, 5-ish. Then I go to sleep. I wake up again around 11, 12 p.m. Then I live stream playing the game. Then on Twitch, then I switch, live stream trading. Then I go to work. Are you still holding any of gold, or you out full on gold? Oh shit, no. Bro, that shit gonna give me copyright strike, bro. I just noticed the song was playing. What song was playing, bro? I need to rewatch this. Yeah.
Searching for music for your next video? Then you need to check out.
I need to make a non-copyrighted music playlist. That's what I need to do. Yeah, I'm not a full-time trader yet. I'm trying to trade full-time by the end of the year, to be honest. But other than that, yeah, I gotta go to work, nigga. Gotta go to work. Where you from, though? Where you from, though? Oh, 0.25 lights. 0.25 lots. Nice. As long as you secure some, you can't do nothing wrong. Stops at break even. You can let that shit run to hell, if anything.
As my snipers hit their marks and your guards fall down from a rifle to the heart like clap, clap, let them fall slow. I know you had your fears, you could let them all go. And most women are motivated, so I act accordingly. But this is so refreshing that it means a little more to me.
Snake was about 7 feet long, and one day
I'll provide protection if you open.
I moved out to break even and open TP. Bro, check gbpusd. That shit dumping. TP hit. Oh shit. Coming down. Yeah, we just wicked it. I gotta set a low lower though. Gold still coming down. Oh, you said GU? Damn. About almost 30 pips on the sales. Hell yeah, we definitely. I should just smack let one off. I got it set on my actual trade a little lower than that just to get the 2% mark. I'm trying to make 2% off this trade. All right, let's trade. Let's change the text. We 1-0 this week, bro. 1 win. 0 losses this week. There we go. Trade taking this week. 1 win, 0 losses, 0 break evens. Starting off good. I think I'm close partials here. Just cause like why the fuck it didn't hit my TP yet, bro. I'm close 2 lots here. I'm change my TP as well. We're gonna actually hold a runner. Down here to this support. We're gonna hold the runner down here, yeah. Cause if we could clear this low right here, we can clear this low right here, it'd be cool to run down there. Two and 0, 2 wins. Yeah. 2 wins for you. I'm leaving 1 win because I didn't take the gold. Even though I was there for calling it and shit. Well, actually, it was your call. It was your idea, to be honest. Whatever. But I didn't take the gold cell, so I'm just gonna leave it as 1 and 0 because I only took the EU. That's the only one I pressed. I pulled the trigger on. Still dubs though. Still dubs in the chat, man. W's in the fucking chat. We're gonna be live again tomorrow though. And I think I'm gonna end stream at 5 a.m. So I'm gonna wait till this last 30-minute candle close, and I'm gonna get off here. I forgot what I was about to say, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go to sleep now. Alright, but I'll catch you tomorrow if you stop by. Hit that like and that sub button, man. Appreciate you for being in this motherfucker with me. It wasn't as boring as it was like normally, bro. I'm gonna hang on to 5 a.m. Look, ain't nothing. I ain't worried, bro. 1 trade a day, fine with me. As long as I win that motherfucker, I ain't tripping. Take care and see you. Hell yeah, bro. See you, bro. Have a good night, man. And always remember, quality over quantity. Not about how many trades you take. It's about the quality of the trades that you do take. Quality over quantity.
check, I don't want no receipt. Mind get possessed, let my spirit speak freely. Hey, my past can't escape me. My pussy precedes me. Why my all the time change? I'm still playing the victim and you still playing the pick me. It's so embarrassing. All of the things I need living inside of me. I can't see it. It's so embarrassing. All of the love I see living inside of me. I can't see. I'm blind. You ain't getting your bitch back. Calm down, she could be worse, never say that. I don't want pipe down, rather get payback. Mama told me never see where you lay at. I don't want righteousness, I hurt too much, I lost too much, I lust too much. I hit my clutch and boom, third day pop out the tomb. I like when you put your gun.
Love yours. No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived. Don't be sleeping on your lover, cause it's beauty in the struggle, nigga. It's beauty in the struggle, nigga. Yeah. It's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. Hear my words and listen to my signal of distress. I grew up in the city and know sometimes we had less. Compared to some of my niggas down the block, man, we were blessed. And life can't be no fairy tale, no once upon a time. But I be goddamn if a nigga don't be trying. So tell me, mama, please, why you be drinking all the time? Cause all the pain he brought you still linger in your mind. Cause pain still lingers on mine. On the road to riches, listen, this is what you find. The good news is, nigga, you came a long way. The bad news is, nigga, you went the wrong way. Being broke is better. Life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Think being broke is better. Life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. For what's money without happiness? Or hard times without the people you love? Though I'm not sure what's about to happen next. I ask for strength from the Lord up above. Cause I've been strong so far, but I can feel my grip loosening. Quick, do something before you lose it for good. Get it back and use it for good. And touch the people how you did like before. I'm tired of living with demons cause they always inviting more. Think being broke was better. Now I don't mean that phrase with no disrespect to all my niggas out there living in debt. Cash and minimal checks. Turn on the TV, see a nigga Rolex, and fantasize about a life with no stress. I mean this shit sincerely. And as a nigga who was once in your shoes, living with nothing to lose, I hope one day you hear me. Always gonna be a bigger house somewhere, but nigga feel me. Long as the people in that motherfucker love you dearly. Always gonna be a whip that's better than the one you got. Always gonna be some clothes that's fresher than the ones you rock. Always gonna be a bitch that's better out there on the tours. But you ain't never gonna be happy till you love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love no such thing, no such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love yours. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. Love no such thing, no such thing. Heart beating fast, let a nigga know that he alive. Fake niggas mad, snakes in the grass, let a nigga know that he arrived.
I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT. Two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the niggas around me, pride in the guy. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT. Two-turn Got a shorty off a Finsta. Just threw on a hoodie, it's a Crenshaw. Way that I've been living unconventional. I'm just trying to make it to the end, you know. Certain things have started getting tenser. Think we need to have a sun adventure. I could be a man, but maybe down the road. Right now I would rather see my heart turn to chrome. Rather see my heart turn crystal. I can't even front like I don't miss ya. Right now I'm just stuck inside a crib on my own. Soon as I free up, I'm about to pop up on your phone. Like I'm outside in an AMG. Right outside, PT. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. Yeah, who am I? All the niggas round me, private guy. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. Yeah. Heart still on javelin, baby. Two-turn, baby girl, you know me. I was pulling off, but they knew me. Sometimes I wish there was two of me, or three of me, when it was you and me. I'm outside in it. I'm outside in it. I'm
I've been all in my phone, I got options.
Put your sweats on for me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya. Let me lay a great time on ya. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will.
Alright, I'm off this motherfucker, man. W's in the chat though. W's in the chat, man. I'm off this motherfucker. Be back tomorrow to kill it London session again, man. It's your boy